War, Love, Meow by Dr. Dylan Doe. Chapter 2. Viet held too tight as he continued to pray for her recovery. He looked into her closed eyes. She sleeps peacefully, hopefully not forever. His body quivered at the thought of losing his beloved twin sister. The spacecraft sank below the calmly flowing, pristine river. Bordering both sides of the river's banks stood forests that stretched as far as Viet could see. More pleasant to the eye than any forest he'd seen before, almost magical. The mass of thick trunks and lush green trees calmed Viet's trembling body. Oh no! On the opposite side of the riverbank he noticed glowing gold eyes watching him. Fear chased away his newfound serenity. I can't let a creature eat two while she sleeps. Viet gently laid two on the ground and stood. He took a step toward the river, and the eyes, the glowing orbs, took a step closer as well. His sweat pores moistened and his pulse quickened. A resplendent gold fox emerged from the shadows. What a wonderful creature! The elegant appearance of the fox sapped his fear, as if the fox's lush fur cast a spell on his soul. Each strand of hair lay perfectly against the others, like an expensive barber had meticulously designed its style for hours. The golden animal turned around and disappeared into the woods in only fractions of a second. Where in the universe are we? A soft, splish-splashing sounded from the far side of the river. Viet focused his eyes and saw a creature frolicking just below the surface of the water. What fabulous creature will sparkle in my eyes now? A water-blue hand rose from the water, dancing seductively. The body and head of a beautiful blue naked woman followed. Gorgeous, honey, gorgeous. She danced across the river toward Viet, swaying her hips. The toned lines of her flat stomach bent to her movement below her supple bosom, bedazzling the young man's eyes. Hello, Viet. The creature put an arm around his shoulder. What are you? You are gorgeous, honey. How do you know my name? What's your name? Her moist lips moved. I am the nymph of the West River. Pleasure to meet you, space traveler. I have never had the pleasure of dancing with one from the stars. May I have this dance, young man? His brain lit up with impulse and excitement that glared over all other concerns. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! A dream come true! Of course! Viet put a hand limply on his chest and closed his eyes. I am quite the fab dancer myself. The nymph brought Viet out upon the water, and they moved in perfect harmony. The smooth river cooled him as his feet slid across the liquid surface. They danced like they had trained together for years. They flowed as one, like they were part of the gentle current of the river. After the dance, the nymph slowly lowered Viet into the water with herself. She gazed into him as if her eyes stalked his thoughts. Her breasts surfaced above the water. Please, take pleasure with the feel of my breasts. Oh, no, I couldn't. You are beautiful, but I insist. No, I can't. Viet tried to swim back to shore, but the nymph held him. Lord, she's strong. That's okay, said the nymph. Just let me taste those out-of-this-world lips. She leaned in. Viet tried to pull away, but she held his head in place with her surprisingly powerful hand. Viet, what are you doing? Viet and the nymph's heads snapped to the shore where two stood. The nymph released Viet and whispered into his ear, Our fated romance shall unfold soon, my star stud. Viet rapidly swam to shore and climbed onto land. He turned to see only the smooth water of the river, no nymph. Viet looked back at his sister. She glared at him. He wrapped his arms around her and squeezed. Oh, my fabulous 22! You're okay! She did not squeeze back. You looked extremely concerned playing with some creature that could have killed both of us. For once in your life, Viet, think! As Viet and Tu walked downstream, sadness bloomed in Tu's heart. Jake and Cooper, they were America's finest. What in space happened up there? Jake, why? Had I finally found love just to have chance take it away? Oh, why? The immaculate blue of the flowing river caught her attention. Did the rivers of Earth look so clean before the rise of man? I doubt it. Nature here has a mystical quality to it, but my body still needs the basics to survive. We need food, Tu said. If we find a way to fish the river, or maybe there are fruit trees. Maybe, honey bunny. The only thing I know for sure exists on this wondrous planet are lusty river nymphs. Tu crossed her arms. Viet, you are a NASA engineer and just crash-landed on a newfound planet. Stop talking like a silly idiot and help us survive. Viet halted. He swung out his hips and placed his hands on them. 2, I know you want a normal twin, but I am the way I am, and that includes the way I talk, girl. He circled his head, shoulders, and hips. 2 stopped and looked back at him with a cold stare. Little brother, I could care less about who you're physically attracted to. I just want you to communicate like a normal human being. Please, let's keep exploring. They held each other's eyes for a moment, then Viet walked forward, and 2 with him. He flipped his hand toward her. You're welcome for saving your life. She glared at him for half a second. Oh, darn it, Viet. Overwhelming senses of gratitude and love for her only sibling rushed through 2's brain. She grabbed and hugged him. She whispered into his ear, Thank you. You know I love you. You're the only brother I got. He squeezed back. When they let go, 2's sense of mission returned, and she led the way forward. But if we're to survive here, we can't be running off with whatever excites us. Viet opened his mouth and tilted his head. Oh, like I'm just an idiot who can't do anything right. That's what you think, 22, huh? 2 placed a palm on her face. Oh, God, I hate him. I really do. Meow. They turned to see a feline gingerly padding out of the forest toward them. It had a slight yellow glow around it. Oh, a pretty animal. Its fur was grayish-brown with light tan splotches and looked super soft. As it approached, 2 noticed the yellow glow was stronger on a bump on the feline's head. No, not a bump. A tiny person. A woman with wings, blonde hair, and a cute knee-length dress. A fairy? Meow. Viet's eyes opened wide and he spoke excitedly. Oh my goodness, a fairy! A real fairy! People call me a fairy. No! This creature is a fairy. The fairy's wings buzzed as it rose above its mount. The yellow glow faded from the 4-legged creature. The feline flirtatiously rubbed against Viet's leg. He bent down to pet the friendly animal. Oh yeah! Good little kitty! Good! He looked up at Viet's eyes. Thank you. I am very good. What are you? Viet and 2 backed up in shock. 2 said, You can talk? Of course, all true Meowies can talk. Now I didn't say stop petting me. Come on now, pet some more. That felt pleasant. I deserve it. Viet shrugged his shoulders and went back to petting the attractive Meowie. 2 felt nothing less than utter amazement. Viet, we're not in Kansas anymore. He continued fawning over the Meowie and petting it like an idiot. The Meowie purred and contorted its body in pleasure. Excuse me, 2 said. My name is 2, and this is my little brother Viet. We are from a planet called Earth. What is your name? The Meowie looked up at 2. Hello, 2. Do you know how to pet? I like it on the head, behind the ears, and nice long strokes down the back. Selfish, just like Meowies on Earth. 2 bent down and gave the Meowie a good pet. It purred in pleasure. The Meowie's silky fur soothed 2's fingers. She kept petting and asked again, What's your name, soft, beautiful Meowie? Yes, I am beautiful and soft, thank you. My name is Elame. You stand on the land between 2 rivers. It makes up the majority of the great and glorious Meowie Republic. We are the most sophisticated creatures on this planet. Only we permanently bind and work with fairies, giving us advanced power and knowledge. While 2 focused on petting the Meowie, she heard Viet say, Fairy, you are fabulous, so darling, so special, so delicious. The fairy spoke in a sweet, high-pitched voice. You don't plan on eating me, do you? Oh, no, honey, just a figure of speech. Before more conversation could continue, a new being interrupted them. Hey, Ella! A smaller Meowie covered in shades of gray stripes came bounding and pounding about, constantly distracted for half seconds by bugs, leaves, and changes in the wind. Ella, come! We are running late for Parliament! Parliament? Elame stepped away from Viet and 2. While tiptoeing away with her tail in the air, she said, Come, you creatures, join us at Parliament. Maybe these talking kitties can help us find a way home. There must be a way. Deep down, 2 suspected she'd call this planet home for the rest of her life. My mother, my friends, my house, my coworkers. Will I ever see them again? Oh no, Mom will have to die alone. And who will take care of Father's grave? We have to discover a path to Earth. I don't know how, but we must. Viet and 2 followed. The small kitty looked back at them. Hi, I'm Bibby. You guys sure do look silly. Bibby's head darted off in different directions, as if she were following invisible things in the forest. You guys look like giant fairies with no wings, except you hairs is all black, and your eyes, why are they so slanty? Great, we even get racist Asian jokes in a magic forest. Viet and Tu ignored the question. Bibby didn't seem to notice and kept glancing all around as they traveled. Tu monitored the forest. Everything seemed so vibrantly alive. The green shade of the plants was unrealistically bold. She saw creatures like rabbits, birds, and insects that looked like their counterparts from Earth, but these organisms had simple color patterns that stood out more strongly than those on Earth, as if the creatures were painted in by an artist going for abstract beauty over realism. Suddenly, she noticed the red fox. Unlike the other animals that ignored her, it stared intensely with glowing red eyes. Tu anxiously watched the fox. She turned to Elame. Elame, why does that fox stare? Both Meowies pricked their heads and ears, and their fairies tensed with big eyes while gripping their mount's fur. Tu turned her gaze back. No red fox. Elame said, "You saw a fox?" "Yes, but it's gone now," Viet butted in. "I saw a fox right after we landed." Elame looked at them both with big eyes. "Space travelers, the foxes are great beings of power and knowledge. Most never see one in their life. They have an interest in you. Either fortune lights your path or grave danger. We must report this to Parliament."